Ever wondered if Americans really chug gallons of soda while wrestling alligators in their backyard pools, or if we all secretly communicate via eagle screeches and fireworks? Buckle up, folks, because today we're diving into the wild world of ridiculous stereotypes about Americans, like a cowboy riding a bald eagle into a drive-thru for a triple cheeseburger. I'm your host, the myth-busting comedian with a side of facts, and we're debunking 19 of the goofiest ones. Think of this as your hilarious history lesson, served with a sprinkle of sarcasm and a dash of truth serum. Let's roast these myths like a 4th of July barbecue gone wrong. 1. The idea that all Americans are gun-toting cowboys who sleep with a pistol under their pillow and settle disputes with duels at high noon. Picture this, me, in my suburban kitchen, making avocado toast, when suddenly, bam! I whip out a 6-shooter to fend off a rogue squirrel. Hilarious. Sure. True. Not even close. While the Second Amendment is a thing and gun ownership is higher here than in Narnia, most Americans aren't packing heat like John Wick on a bad day. We're talking about 40% of households with guns, mostly for hunting, sport, or that just-in-case vibe, kinda like how you keep that expired fire extinguisher in your garage. Pop culture loves the Wild West trope, but in reality, your average Joe is more likely to duel with words on Twitter than bullets. So, next time you imagine us as trigger-happy yeehaw heroes, remember, we're just as scared of spiders as anyone else. 2. Americans are all obese fast food addicts who consider salad a conspiracy theory cooked up by Big Lettuce. Oh, the horror! Visualizing a nation waddling through life with fries in one hand and a supersized soda in the other, like extras in a Wall-E sequel. Exaggerated? You bet. Sure, obesity rates are high, about 42%, thanks to cheap junk food and desk jobs that chain us to screens like digital zombies. But hold the mayo, there's a massive health kick sweeping the land. Yoga studios popping up like weeds, kale smoothies outselling milkshakes in hipster havens, and apps tracking every step like a paranoid Fitbit stalker. I once tried a juice cleanse and ended up dreaming of burgers. True story. The truth. We're a mixed bag. Some chomp on organic quinoa, others indulge in guilty pleasures. Not everyone's a human garbage disposal. We're just human. 3. Every American drives a massive gas-guzzling truck that's basically a monster truck with cup holders, terrorizing the roads like Mad Max rejects. Imagine pulling up to Starbucks in a vehicle that could crush a smart car like a soda can. Funny image, but let's pump the brakes. Yes, SUVs and pickups are popular. Hello, Texas ranchers hauling hay and suburban dads pretending they're off-roading to the mall. But in cities like New York or San Francisco, folks cram into subways or bikes, dodging traffic like Frogger pros. Electric cars are booming too, thanks to Tesla fanboys treating Elon like a rock star. My first car was a tiny hatchback that wheezed up hills, hardly a beast. So, while some embrace the bigger is better mantra, many are zipping around in eco-friendly rides, saving the planet one Prius at a time. 4. Americans don't know geography and think the world map is just a fancy placemat with America smack in the center. Where's Canada? Oh right, our hat. Cue the eye rolls. This stems from viral videos of folks confusing Austria with Australia or thinking Africa is a country. Guilty as charged for some, our education system prioritizes multiple choice over map mastery. But here's the plot twist. Plenty of us are globe-trotting trivia buffs. Travel bloggers mapping every corner, history nerds reciting capitals like rap lyrics, and immigrants bringing worldly wisdom. I once aced a pub quiz on European rivers. Take that, stereotype. Truth is, with 50 states to learn first, international geography takes a back seat, but we're not all lost tourists. Just don't ask us to find Wakanda on a map. 5. We're all lawsuit-happy maniacs who sue over spilled coffee or a neighbor's dog barking too enthusiastically, turning courtrooms into reality TV sets. Picture Jerry Springer but with judges and gavels. Inspired by that infamous McDonald's hot coffee case. Yeah, the U.S. has more lawsuits per capita, thanks to accessible courts and contingency fees. But most folks aren't ambulance chasers. We're just protecting rights in a litigious land. I've never sued anyone, though I considered it when my pizza arrived cold. The real story. It's about accountability, not greed. So, while we might lawyer up faster than Batman signals Gotham, it's not a national hobby. More like insurance for life's curveballs. 6. Americans are fake-friendly phonies who smile at strangers like we're auditioning for a toothpaste ad, but secretly plot your demise. Have a nice day. Code for, I hope you step on a Lego. This comes from our service culture, where politeness is scripted like a rom-com. In the South, it's genuine hospitality with sweet tea. In NYC, it's brisk efficiency to avoid chit-chat. We're a melting pot of personalities, some bubbly like sitcom characters, others grumpy like Oscar the Grouch. Think Ross from Friends yelling, "Pivot." That's us navigating social norms. Not fake, just culturally conditioned to keep things light. Next time a barista beams at you, it's probably real, or they're on their 5th espresso. 7. All Americans live in sprawling McMansions with white picket fences, 2 car garages, and a golden retriever named Buddy, like a Norman Rockwell painting on steroids. Dreamy, right? Except reality's more like a cluttered apartment with roommates and a leaky faucet. Only about 65% own homes, and in cities, it's tiny condos where the yard is a fire escape herb garden. Suburbs have the classic setup, but with skyrocketing prices, many millennials are van-lifing or house hacking. I grew up in a modest split level, no picket fence, just a chain link one the dog escaped through weekly. The American dream's evolved. Now it's affording rent without selling plasma. So, ditch the sitcom image. We're diverse dwellers. 8. We're workaholic zombies with 0 vacation days, chained to desks like corporate vampires sucking our own souls. PTO. What's that? A new Pokemon? Ouch. True, we average fewer holidays than Europeans, about 10 days paid, and hustle culture glorifies burnout like it's a badge. But wait, remote work's changing the game, with folks sneaking workations to beaches. Gen Z's pushing boundaries, demanding balance like mini-revolutionaries. I've binged Netflix during meetings, sure. Not everyone's a grind machine. Some clock out at 5 and hit happy hour. The truth. We're reevaluating, one mental health day at a time. 9. Americans are hyper-patriotic flag wavers who pledge allegiance to apple pie and fireworks, treating the 4th like the Super Bowl of explosions. Eagles everywhere. Kinda true, patriotism's baked in, with flags on porches and anthems at games. But it's nuanced. Some wave Old Glory proudly, others critique like Jon Stewart roasts politicians. Post-2020, it's polarized, like a Marvel Civil War but with memes. I love my country like a dysfunctional family, flawed but mine. Not all chant USA at breakfast. Many quietly appreciate freedoms while pushing for better. So, yes to barbecues, no to blind zealotry. 10. We suck at soccer, football, and only care about real sports like gridiron gladiators in pads. Bend it like Beckham? More like bend the rules. This myth ignores our women's team dominating World Cups like boss ladies. MLS is growing, kids play everywhere, and World Cup watch parties rival Super Bowl bashes. Sure, American football reigns, but soccer's surging, thanks, Messi in Miami. I tried playing once, tripped over the ball like a rom-com klutz. We're catching up, one goal at a time. 11. Coffee comes in buckets, venti monstrosities that could hydrate a camel, because who needs sleep when caffeine's your spirit animal? Starbucks culture, baby. Portions are huge, but not universal. Some sip artisanal pour-overs like hipster sommeliers, others chug gas station sludge. I've survived on office Keurig pods that taste like regret. The real deal, variety rules, from espresso shots to iced lattes bigger than your head. Not obsessed, just caffeinated survivors. 12. Tipping is a chaotic guessing game where we overpay servers like generous uncles at Christmas, or risk eternal side-eye. 20%. 25%. My firstborn. Rooted in low wages, it's cultural quirk. But apps simplify it, and some spots add gratuity. I once overtipped on a bad meal. Karma, right? It's evolving. No tipping models emerge. Not ridiculous, just our weird way of saying thanks. 13. Portion sizes could feed armies. Plates like Thanksgiving feasts daily. Doggy bag? Nah, that's lunch for a week. Exaggerated, but restaurants do supersize. Health trends counter it. Small plates, farm to table. I've split entrees to avoid food comas. Not all gluttons. Mindful eating's rising. 14. We're loudmouths yelling in restaurants like auctioneers on Red Bull. Can you pass the ketchup? Cultural expressiveness, but varies. Quiet introverts exist. In libraries, we're shushed like pros. Think Chandler Bing. Sarcastic volume control. 15. No public health care means bankruptcy from a sneeze. Dramatic, but costs are high, debts real. Obamacare helped, but gaps remain. Many insured, reforms brew. I've haggled bills like a marketplace pro. Not apocalypse, just flawed system. 16. Obsessed with celebrities, stalking TMZ like paparazzi wannabes. Who's dating who? Some are, but many ignore, binge docs instead. I confuse Kardashians like a bad game show. Not universal fixation. 17. Violent media junkies loving gore like Tarantino fans. Movies glorify it, but most prefer rom-coms. Video games? Cathartic, not causative. Balanced viewers here. 18. Think we're world center, ignoring others. News. Only if it affects us. Global awareness grows via internet. Travel, empathy rising. Not egomaniacs, just vast nation. 19. All wear cowboy hats, boots, line dancing to country tunes. Yeehaw or bust. Niche in West, most rock sneakers. Festivals. Fun, not daily. I'm more jeans and tea guy. Phew, we just bulldozed 19 stereotypes like a monster truck rally. If you're chuckling and rethinking your views, drop a comment. What's the wildest myth you've heard about us? Smash subscribe for more myth-busting madness. Don't make me send the eagles after you.